I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My big gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. That was Your Song by Sir Elton John, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a basic tutorial covering everything I've just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want hundreds more, over 1,000 more actually, free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along just like this one, check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now, first thing to note, there is a simpler version of this song in the same key on the second page of the song sheet. It is simpler, like I said, same key, D. You can play right along with this video on the simpler version. It just has less of the segue chords. So instead of going, it stays on that B minor and then goes straight. You know, it just has less chords. Doesn't have all the in-between chords, right? And it doesn't talk about different arpeggios and whatever. It just says go down, down, up, down, up. You can just do that, the whole thing, right? Here it is. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. It works, right? Yes, it's correct. It's in the right key. It doesn't have as much finesse as the version I just played. But yes, you can do that. No one will laugh at you. Really, it's the right version. Okay, but both are in the same key, so you can play them together. You know, two friends playing the two versions can play them at the same time, and it works just fine. All right, now I'm going to go over what I played. I already said, so you could play the entire song down, down, up, down, up, right? That down, down, up, down, up, that is the strum. Basically, when I do that, I strum only a brief portion of the chorus, and I do it 3 times, sort of in the chorus twice and the outro. But you can play the entire song that way if you like, or you can intersperse the 2 arpeggios that I played with that. And here's what I did. So it starts with the intro, is the simpler sort of slower. I don't know if you can call it slower because I don't speed up the meter, but it has less plucking. So in that sense, it's your fingers move slower, or less of your finger move. I don't know. Anyway, I pluck all 4. Now you count. In arpeggios, you always count from the floor. So this is the first string, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, right? 4th string is all the way up here, farthest from the floor, closest to the ceiling. So pluck 4, 3, 2, 4. By the way, I am playing with a low G this time. My dog has fleas. If you have a high G, my dog has fleas. First off, if you're strumming, nobody will even notice the difference, other than it'll sound more like a ukulele, less like a guitar if you have high G. If you're going to do the arpeggio, and if you have both choices, I'd suggest using a low G for this, because it'll sound more like Elton John's piano. Yes, he used piano, not guitar, but it's still with the low string and this arpeggio, it'll sound closer to him if you do it that way. If you with a low G rather. So pluck 4, 3, 2, 4. That's it. That's the simpler one. With the exception that I always pluck when I change chords. So generally speaking, that is the beginning of each pattern, right? D, G, A, G. Now watch the first line goes, it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. But then, right? Early, I pluck, and I pluck twice. A, B minor. Not one of those who can easily hide. See, every time I change a chord, I emphasize the chord change by plucking all 4. That's the exception to the arpeggio, all right? But that's how I go clear through the verses, the first verses. And that's also how I do the end of the chorus. But so, let me show you the chord transitions now. And I'm just going to strum here. So I've got a D, right? From D to a G, you can think of your ring finger as the anchor point, because it's just going to slide forward 1 fret. It's going to stay stuck to the ukulele. Slide forward. And now your index finger stays stuck to the ukulele. You slide down 1 to the G, A, and slide it back up for the G. Okay, now into the verses. Slide your index finger, or your ring finger down to that G. It's a little bit. Now, my middle finger's in the right place. You just have to lay it flat for that G major 7. Funny. And now pick it up and move it over just 1 string, and you've got that A. This feeling in. Now I leave that right there. Just drop 1 finger. F sharp minor. Inside. Now just pick it up for the A, right? You're there. I just, right before the B minor, I pick it up. So from here, my index finger is going to bar the 2nd fret, and I lay down that B minor. I'm not one of those. Now B minor 7, just pick up a finger. That's it. Who can? Here's how I do the B minor 6. All right. Now, technically, you don't have to bar with your index finger, but I kind of bar with both of these. I just cover 3 strings with this one and 4 with this. I find that easier than arching this. So again, I'm from here to here to B minor 6. Easily high. Now I just pick that up. There's my G minor. Excuse me, my G major 7. And now I pick that, arch that finger, and drop a G6. And now my middle finger's in the right place. Drop a D. I don't have much money. Here, I'm gonna swap places almost for these for the A. But possibly the hardest chord in the song, F sharp. I bar the first fret and drop 2 more fingers for that F sharp. Boy, if now I'm almost in the right shape. I just pick up a finger and slide up 1 fret. That's my B minor. Pick it up for the B minor 7. Back to a D. I'd buy a big, and again, just pick this up and move this over. I got my G6. I'll swear. Now I got to pick them all up to drop that G. Oh, well, actually, you can, if you want to drop a pinky, you can. Or you can just move them all over. I think I usually move them all over just because my fingers kind of land on a G easily after all these years. We both could live. Now from that A, just drop a finger, and you got A suspended 4th, and pick it up again, and you're back to the A. That's it for the first verse. Second verse is exactly the same except for the last line. The last line, my gift is my song, and this one's for you. Now I'm going to drop down to a D. So this is going to slide down, and D suspended 4th. I just slide that 1 finger up. That's it. Okay. That's already almost half the song. But so now the chorus. So from there into the chorus, I go my... most of the chord transitions, or maybe all of them, are the same. Let's see. No, you got an E minor in here, so they're not quite the same. And you can tell everybody. So A, again, I'm going to bar this and form that B minor. And then just kind of roll up your index finger and drop a G6. This is your song. Now here, yes, with the index finger on the G major 7, I'll just drop in a middle finger to form the G. From there to there. It may be quite simple, but I'm going to form this. I'm going to pick all of them up and drop an E minor. That's, now that it's done, it looks like I have to pick them all up and drop a G again. And now I go to that down, down, up, down, up, right? I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind, that I put down into words. And now, at the end of that, I just drop that G and I do a little bit of picking, just kind of a hint, kind of a shadow of what's to come. So, then I put down into words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Now a much more active, that's a better word than faster. It's the same timing, but it's a more active arpeggio. So here's what I do, and it starts right on the interlude, which is exactly the same as the intro, right? So what I'm doing is pluck all 4. Pluck 4, 3, these 2 together. That's it. That's it. But again, when I change a chord, I'm always going to do it. So I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few, see? Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross. So again, I pluck all 4 when I'm going to do that chord change. And that's all. That's all there is. So I tell you what I'm going to do now. Why don't I play... I think I'm going to play clear through the whole song in slow motion, close up on my hands, because it varies enough. Yeah. And because it's an awesome song. So it's going to take a while because it's going to be in slow motion. But follow along if you like. And I'll show again both hands. Hopefully it'll be helpful. Here we go. Slow motion. 5, 6, 7, and... this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a travelin show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down into words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross, but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean. Yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. Maybe quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down into words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down into words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. That's it. See you Wednesday. Say bye.